If you are over 65 and you think walking every day is enough to keep your body strong, your joints healthy, and your muscles working the way they should, I need you to stop what you are doing right now and watch this video, because what I am about to share with you could completely change how you move, how you feel, and how long you stay independent. I am an orthopedic surgeon. I have spent decades operating on knees, hips, and spines. And the number one mistake I see in patients over 65 is not that they are lazy. It is that they are doing the wrong exercise. And nobody ever told them. Walking is wonderful. Walking is healthy. But after the age of 65, walking alone is not enough. And in this video, I am going to tell you exactly what your body needs instead, and why starting today could save you from surgery, falls, and losing your independence down the road. Welcome back. If you are new here, I am Dr. James Harlow, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with over 25 years of experience helping people move better, feel stronger, and live more fully. On this channel, I translate complex medical science into practical advice you can actually use. No jargon, no fluff, just the truth about what your body needs. Today we are talking about something that affects millions of seniors across the world. Every single week in my clinic, I meet patients who are doing everything they think is right. They walk their 30 minutes in the morning, they are consistent, they are motivated, and yet they come to me with weak hips, unstable knees, deteriorating balance, and a body that is slowly losing the ability to do the things they love. The issue is not their effort. The issue is that walking, while beneficial for cardiovascular health, does almost nothing for the three most critical physical needs of the aging body. And I am going to break those down right now so that by the end of this video, you know exactly what to add to your routine to protect your health for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. Why walking is not enough. After 65, let me start by giving walking its due credit. Walking improves circulation, it supports heart health, it can improve mood and reduce anxiety. When you walk regularly, you are doing something genuinely good for your body. I am not here to tell you to stop walking. I am here to tell you that for most people over 65, walking has become their only form of physical activity. And that is where the problem begins. Here is what walking does not do. It does not build muscle. After the age of 40, the human body begins losing muscle mass at a rate of about 1% to 2% per year in a process called sarcopenia. By the time you reach 65, 70 or 75, that muscle loss has been accumulating for decades. And here is the hard truth. Walking does not stop that process. It does not reverse it. It does not even slow it down in any meaningful way. Muscle is not just about looking fit. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It is what keeps your bones dense. It is what stabilizes your joints. It is what catches you when you stumble so that a trip on the sidewalk does not become a broken hip and a hospital stay. Without sufficient muscle, your body becomes fragile in ways that no amount of daily walking can prevent. I've had patients who walked 5 miles a day come to me with muscle weakness so severe they could not get up from a chair without using their arms. They were cardiovascularly healthy but structurally declining. Walking kept their hearts pumping, but it could not hold their bodies together. The second thing walking does not address is balance. Falls are the number one cause of injury-related death in adults over 65 in the United States, and balance is not something that maintains itself automatically. It is a skill, one that requires specific training through specific exercises. Walking on flat surfaces does almost nothing to challenge or improve your balance system. What you need are exercises that train your vestibular system, your proprioception, and your neuromuscular coordination. We will get to exactly what those look like in just a moment. Third, walking does not meaningfully improve flexibility or joint mobility. As we age, the connective tissues in our body, our tendons, ligaments, and the cartilage in our joints, become stiffer and more brittle. This leads to reduced range of motion, chronic stiffness, and joint pain that many people accept as just a normal part of getting older. It does not have to be that way, but it does require targeted work that walking simply cannot provide. The 3 things your body actually needs after 65. So, if walking is not enough, what does your body actually need? Based on my 25 years of clinical experience and the most current research in geriatric sports medicine, there are 3 critical pillars of physical health for adults over 65. Resistance training, balance work, and mobility training. Let me walk you through each one in detail. Pillar 1. Resistance training. Resistance training, also called strength training, is the single most important thing you can do for your body after the age of 65. I will say that again because I want it to land. Resistance training is the single most important physical activity for seniors. Not walking, not yoga, not swimming, though those have their place. Strength training. Here is why. When you challenge your muscles against resistance, whether that is body weight, resistance bands, or weights, you trigger a biological response that rebuilds and strengthens muscle fibers. This is the only proven way to reverse sarcopenia. Study after study has shown that adults in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s who engage in regular resistance training can gain significant muscle mass, improve bone density, reduce fall risk, and improve their ability to perform everyday tasks. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I am too old to lift weights. I will hurt myself. My doctor said I should take it easy. I hear this constantly, and with all due respect, this mindset is causing more harm than any weight room ever could. Taking it easy is not protecting you. In most cases, taking it easy is accelerating the very decline you are trying to avoid. You do not need to become a bodybuilder. You do not need to go to a gym if you do not want to. Resistance training for seniors can look like sitting down in a chair and standing back up 10 times. It can be wall push-ups. It can be stepping up and down on a step. It can be squeezing a resistance band while watching television. The key is progressive challenge, meaning you gradually make it slightly harder over time as your body adapts. That progression is what drives muscle growth and strength at any age. I recommend that my patients over 65 do some form of resistance training 2 to 3 days per week. Start gentle, start simple, but start. Your future self will thank you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Pillar 2. Balance training. The second pillar is balance training, and this one is critically underrated. I have seen far too many healthy, active seniors suffer devastating falls that changed the course of their lives, not because they were weak, but because their balance system had not been trained or challenged in years. Balance is a complex skill that involves your inner ear, your vision, the sensory receptors in your feet and legs, and your brain all communicating in real time. As we age, each of these systems begins to decline slightly. But, and this is crucial, that decline can be dramatically slowed, and even partially reversed, through regular balance training. The most effective balance exercises for seniors include things like standing on one foot while holding a counter for support, walking heel to toe in a straight line, standing with your feet together and closing your eyes for 10 to 20 seconds, doing side leg raises while standing. These exercises sound simple, and they are, but they are also enormously powerful. They retrain your nervous system to detect and correct instability before it becomes a fall. Research from the New England Journal of Medicine and multiple other major publications has shown that targeted balance training can reduce fall risk in older adults by 20 to 30% or more. in a population where falls can lead to hip fractures, brain injuries, and a rapid decline in independence. Those numbers are not just statistics. They are life-changing. I recommend that my patients practice balance exercises daily. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day makes a profound difference over time. You can do them while brushing your teeth, while waiting for your coffee to brew, while watching the news. There is no excuse not to incorporate this into your life starting today. Pillar 3. Mobility and flexibility work. The third pillar is mobility and flexibility. This is about keeping your joints moving through their full range of motion so that everyday activities, bending down to pick something up, reaching overhead, turning to look behind you while driving, remain comfortable, safe, and accessible. As we age, our fascia, tendons, and ligaments tighten. Our cartilage becomes less hydrated and less resilient. The muscles that surround our joints shorten from years of sitting, limited movement patterns, and reduced activity. This is why so many seniors walk with a shuffle, have difficulty getting up from the floor, or feel stiff and painful in the morning. The good news is that targeted mobility work can restore a remarkable amount of range and comfort to aging joints. I'm not talking about extreme yoga poses or pretzel-like stretches. I'm talking about gentle, consistent, daily movement that takes your joints through their full range. Hip circles, shoulder rolls, cat-cow stretches for the spine, ankle rotations, gentle seated hamstring stretches. Done daily, these exercises keep the joint fluid moving, the surrounding tissues supple, and the nervous system familiar with movement at end range, which protects you from injury when unexpected movements occur. I recommend at least 10 to 15 minutes of dedicated mobility work every single day. Think of it like lubricating the joints of a machine. If you stop oiling the machine, the parts seize up. Daily mobility work keeps your body's joints moving smoothly and comfortably for decades longer than they would otherwise. What this looks like in real life now, let me put this all together in a way that is practical and achievable. You do not need hours a day. You do not need a personal trainer or expensive equipment. Here is what a simple, effective weekly routine might look like for a healthy adult over 65. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you do 20 to 30 minutes of resistance training. This can be as simple as a set of bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, seated leg extensions, and a few resistance band exercises for your upper body. You follow that with 10 minutes of mobility work, slow, deliberate stretching that takes your major joints through their range. Every single day, including Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you spend 5 to 10 minutes on balance exercises, one-leg stands, tandem stance, heel-to-toe walking. You do them at the kitchen counter. You do them while brushing your teeth. They cost you nothing, and they protect you enormously. And yes, you keep walking. Walk in the morning, walk in the park, walk after dinner. Walking is still wonderful for your heart, your mood, and your circulation, but you no longer treat it as your only form of exercise. You treat it as one important piece of a much more complete and protective routine. When my patients follow this kind of balanced approach, the results are consistently remarkable. Less joint pain, more energy, better sleep, improved confidence on uneven terrain, a feeling of strength and capability that many of them had not felt in years. These are not miracle stories. They are the predictable result of giving your body what it actually needs. Here is your challenge, starting right now. Today, after you finish watching this video, I want you to do one thing. Stand up from your chair and then sit back down without using your hands. Do it 10 times. That is your first resistance training exercise. That is your first step towards a stronger, safer, more capable body. If you found this video helpful and I genuinely believe that this information could protect someone you love, please share it. Share it with your spouse. Share it with your parent, your sibling, your friend from church, or the neighborhood. So many people are walking themselves into a false sense of security, and one conversation, one video, could change the course of their health. And if you want more of this, more honest, practical, evidence-based guidance on staying strong and healthy as you age, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, so you never miss a new video. Every week I am here with real information from a real doctor who genuinely wants to see you thriving at 70, 80, 90 and beyond. Remember this: age is not a sentence. It is not a reason to slow down, shrink back, or accept decline. With the right knowledge and the right habits, you can be stronger at 70 than you were at 60. I see it happen in my practice all the time. The question is, are you ready to start? I will see you in the next video.